What drives a fighter to step into the octagon knowing every fight could be a dance with destiny? On January 17, 2016, UFC Fight Night 81 gifted fans a bout that not only answered this question, but redefined the essence of technical mastery in mixed martial arts. In one corner, the returning Dominick Cruz, a tactician whose footwork is as elusive as a shadow at dusk. In the opposing corner, TJ Dillashaw, a champion known for his aggressive output and angular attacks. This was not just another fight, it was Bantamweight Brawl, Cruz versus Dillashaw, a championship clash that promised and delivered an epic narrative of resilience and strategy. Before we start the video, please subscribe to our channel to stay updated about our latest updates. Round 1, setting the stage. The opening bell of UFC Fight Night 81 resonated through TD Garden, heralding the start of a highly anticipated bantamweight championship bout between Dominick Cruz and TJ Dillashaw. From the outset, it was clear that this fight would be a showcase of high-level mixed martial arts. Cruz, returning after a significant layoff due to injuries, was immediately put to the test by Dillashaw's aggressive approach. Dillashaw aimed to establish dominance early, utilizing his sharp, fast-paced striking to put pressure on Cruz. However, Cruz's signature elusive footwork was on full display, allowing him to effectively dodge and weave through Dillashaw's offensive bursts. He countered with his own set of strategic strikes, each move calculated to gauge Dillashaw's reactions and adapt accordingly. The round was a tactical display of cat and mouse, with Cruz's mobility and ring intelligence pitted against Dillashaw's power and speed, setting the tone for what would be a thrilling contest of skill and determination. Round 2, the tactical dance. As the second round unfolded, the battle between Dominick Cruz and TJ Dillashaw intensified, highlighting their contrasting styles and shared brilliance. Cruz, always a master of movement, continued to bewilder Dillashaw with his unpredictable footwork and angular attacks. Each step seemed calculated to disrupt Dillashaw's rhythm and to open avenues for sharp, pinpoint strikes. On the other side, Dillashaw adjusted to the pace set by Cruz, showcasing his resilience and adaptability. He began to close the distance more effectively, utilizing his powerful leg kicks and combination punches to counter Cruz's elusive maneuvers. This round was marked by a mesmerizing mix of offensive flurries and tactical retreats, with both fighters jockeying for dominance in a closely contested dance of wits and will. The intensity of their exchanges not only tested their physical capabilities, but also their mental sharpness, as each sought to outthink and outmaneuver the other in this high-stakes chess match. Round 3, the momentum swings. The third round of Bantamweight Brawl, Cruz vs. Dillashaw, turned into a pivotal moment in this fiercely contested championship bout. The energy surged as Dominick Cruz, demonstrating the resilience of a seasoned warrior, amplified his tactical game. His strategy was clear: outmaneuver and outpace TJ Dillashaw, whose resolve was as formidable as ever. Dillashaw, recognizing the shifting tide, ramped up his aggression. He sought to close the distance, deploying a barrage of strikes designed to disrupt Cruz's rhythm and assert control. The exchanges between the two fighters grew more intense, each strike and counterstrike ratcheting up the suspense. The crowd was captivated as both athletes showcased their best, with Cruz's elusive movement and Dillashaw's relentless pursuit creating a dynamic and unpredictable showdown. This round not only tested their physical limits, but also their strategic acumen, as each fighter adjusted and readjusted to the unfolding challenges of the fight. Round 4, Technica takes center stage. As the championship rounds began, the depth of each fighter's skills was fully showcased. Dominick Cruz, renowned for his meticulous preparation and strategic prowess, seemed to anticipate TJ Dillashaw's every move. With surgical precision, he landed counters that highlighted his exceptional timing and understanding of ring dynamics. Dillashaw, refusing to be outdone, maintained his aggressive posture, pressing forward with a series of combinations aimed to overpower Cruz's defenses. The round was a masterclass in mixed martial arts. Cruz's evasive footwork against Dillashaw's persistent offense, each trying to impose his will and edge closer to victory. The intensity of their exchanges kept the audience on the edge of their seats, illustrating the high stakes and the thin line between triumph and defeat in the octagon. Round 5, the decisive moments. The final round was a dramatic climax to an already intense bout. With the championship potentially on the line, both Dominick Cruz and TJ Dillashaw tapped into their deepest reserves of skill and determination. Dillashaw, driven by the urgency to secure his title, escalated his offensive efforts, launching powerful strikes aimed at delivering a knockout. Meanwhile, Cruz, embodying resilience, continued to maneuver with his trademark agility, countering with sharp, effective punches that aimed to sway the judges in his favor. The atmosphere was electric, each moment charged with potential history-making impact. As they exchanged flurries of blows, it was clear that both fighters were not just competing for a belt, but also for their enduring legacy in the UFC. The round ended with both men confident they had done enough to earn the victory, leaving the outcome in the hands of the judges. Technical brilliance and heart. What set this fight apart was not just the high stakes, but the technical prowess both fighters displayed. Cruz's ability to return from prolonged adversity and perform at such a high level was nothing short of miraculous. His footwork, often described as a ballet of violence, left spectators and commentators alike in awe. Dillashaw's tenacity and willingness to adapt his strategy mid-fight demonstrated why he was the champion. Both men showcased not just their physical peak, but a mental acumen that could only be forged in the fires of countless battles. Legacy of the fight: the Bantamweight Brawl Cruz vs. Dillashaw at UFC Fight Night 81 is often celebrated as one of the greatest bantamweight clashes in UFC history. The fight left an indelible mark on the legacy of both fighters and the division as a whole. Dominic Cruz, who emerged victorious by a narrow split decision, solidified his reputation as one of the most intelligent and resilient fighters ever to compete in the octagon. His victory, after overcoming a series of career-threatening injuries, inspired fighters and fans alike, demonstrating the power of perseverance and strategic mastery in combat sports. TJ Dillashaw, despite the loss, showcased his formidable skill set and champion's heart. His performance against Cruz helped elevate his status as a top-tier fighter in the bantamweight division, admired for his aggressive style and technical improvements. This bout further highlighted his ability to adapt and compete at the highest levels, setting up future opportunities to reclaim his title. Beyond the individual achievements, the fight influenced the tactical approaches within the bantamweight division. It emphasized the importance of footwork, speed, and precision, prompting fighters to refine their techniques and strategies. The matchup between Cruz and Dillashaw is frequently studied by upcoming fighters and coaches, serving as a masterclass in tactical combat and mental fortitude. Ultimately, Bantamweight Brawl Cruz vs. Dillashaw transcended a typical title fight, evolving into a battle that tested the bounds of human potential and strategic acumen in mixed martial arts. It not only defined the careers of two of the sport's best, but also enriched the tapestry of MMA history, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence the sport. Impact on the bantamweight division. The repercussions of this bout were felt far beyond the night itself. It reshaped the bantamweight division, setting new standards for what it takes to be a champion in one of UFC's most competitive classes. Young fighters watching would take lessons from Cruz's resilience and Dillashaw's adaptability, perhaps molding their own styles in the shadows of these titans. As we close the chapter on this monumental event, Bantamweight Brawl Cruz vs. Dillashaw, we are reminded of the spirit of competition and the relentless pursuit of greatness that defines the UFC. Were you captivated by the strategic brilliance and heart displayed in this fight? Then remember to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into epic battles that define not just careers, but the very sport of mixed martial arts itself. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight.